I thought because of, me being formerly incarcerated.
I didn't know what lay before me. I was going for 15 and a half years.
What I saw when I was in prison was that those that had college degrees were not coming back to prison. They were coming back through the front door to give inspirational speeches.
The opportunities for education wasn't possible until I learned about College Initiative and the work that the organization did.
The College Initiative saved my life. It transformed my life. So in 1994, President Clinton removed the Pell Grants out of New York State Prison. Overnight, college was removed from all of the prisons in New York State.
I know the importance of having access to higher education because I was deprived of it for so long. So
when I came to Bedford Hills, there was a group of women who were trying to bring college back. We needed a coordinator from the outside because there were certain things that we can only do from the inside. Benet Rubenstein was looking for a job, and we said, well, she's worked in prisons before, over 20 years. She has the experience. We didn't know that she would be our guardian angel. Benet saw the need to support the mass, and the mass was not receiving higher education in prison because the Pell Grants were removed. And so she developed the College Initiative. And so the day of my release, Benet came and picked me up. Even before I got out there, she was standing outside and all of the women were like, Benet, we love you. Benet knew the whole building. When I came home in 2005, the word reentry wasn't yet sexy. The word holistic approach wasn't yet accepted. Now you can get somebody in who's recently released from prison and they can get into college, but then, things happen along the way.
You hear about an opportunity of going back to school and organizations that are really gonna help you, and part of me felt like something was just not gonna work out. My intake specialist, Cheryl Wilkins, she explained that the staff, a great majority of the staff were formerly incarcerated people themselves who had furthered their academic careers after incarceration.
I was taking classes at Hunter College, but also doing academic counseling and mentoring others. It was unofficial. We didn't get any money for it, but we did it because we felt that somebody did it for us.
I actually started believing that I'm gonna actually get in college.
the whole admission process was done by College Initiative, student enrollment, financial aid, all the things that I would have no knowledge of, they assist me with.
I remember the day I received my acceptance letter to Bronx Community College. I thought that I wouldn't even be alive, let alone going to college. I remember that day of walking up on that campus and seeing those letters that said Bronx Community College. I felt as if my world had changed.
College Initiative is a program, but it's more so like a community.
One of the first challenges I learned was that I wasn't as computer savvy as some of my 20-year-old counterparts.
I didn't want to stand out in the class and ask a stupid, well, it's not really a stupid question, but the expectation is that I'm supposed to know how to use Google Chrome and navigating the whole CUNY system. So to have a CI mentor who knew what I was going through and knew my experience was beneficial because it didn't expose my past to the entire classroom.
But more so than any of that, it was the support that the staff gave to us as students. We had this meet and greet, and there was this white guy with this shaggy hair, and Michael Carey was the executive director of College Initiative at that time. He always had that space and time that he would find to speak with you. It was just that support and that encouragement, saying you are really doing this, we're proud of you, et cetera, et cetera. Those were critical because those were things that we basically didn't have prior to that in our lives.
So my graduation, I actually got a shout out from the president of Hostos Community College, which was very motivating and inspiring, because a lot of the students who was on campus with me didn't know that I'm formerly incarcerated. Now people see me as success, right? And now people look at me with a positive image as opposed to the guy who did X, Y, Z.
After the foster homes, after the prisons, after the homelessness, after the hell of life, my children came to my graduation, and my granddaughter was able to see me graduate. I pray for the day that I'll walk back on this campus and I'll be doing her freshman orientation. And she'll be expected to do well. She'll be expected to succeed.
You know, I got many brothers through College Initiative and many sisters as well. Family, that's what we call College Initiative.